What's up? Welcome to the Get Money Show, man. I got to get really real on the show today. I was just taking some notes, talk to you about some things that I want to talk to you about. And I got really emotional, like just thinking about my life and where it's at now, where it was, where I'm going. It's a very emotional journey. I want you to use my situation, my experiences as an example for what you can have or what you to see within you what you plan to have out of your life. Because it's time to start thinking about that. It's time. Your time is now to start thinking about where you're headed in your life. Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you? Things that we hear on radio, TV, school, from our can I really be honest with you, from our parents, it's not factual. It's not it's society as a whole. I'm taking all that, the parents, the school, the society, the media as a whole. Society is lying to you. And all of this hasn't been intentional. It hasn't been intentional. And it's crazy when we find out the truth, like our inner self, we have to fight to see, is it true or is it not true? When we start to hear the real, you might deny it at first. But I just want you to I want you to pay attention and see if what some of the things that I say might be true. Because what if it is? What if it is? What if society has been lying to you? And when I say society, it's the school, your teachers, your parents, your media. What if they was lying to you? The more I get into these books, I got a lot of them all over the place, just not in arm's reach. But the more I get into these books, I see that what I just said is true, and I know that might piss some people off because you're fighting with something that you hope that you thought was true, and some of the topics of truism. And I hope this don't go too far with somebody's head. I want you to go ahead and hold it. Don't let it go too far over your head. So I know this might take a while to see that. But some of the truths in our society, it's like you believe it with your core. It's like taking somebody that has studied a certain religion all of their life and tell them like what they learn, and they believe it with all their heart. And then they hear somebody testing or trying to test that what they've been learning and what they love might not be real. All right, the subject, the show is about Get Money, Get Money show. But for real, it's about getting your life together. I named the show the Get Money Show because that seems to be what everybody's chasing. It's a title that would grab attention. That's what I was thinking. The topic is around money, and I just want you to know that. I just want you to know the real. I just want you to know the real. Yeah, you've been hooked, and when it comes, I'm talking about when it comes to this money. I'm talking when it comes to this money and getting and setting our life up. I'm reading this book, The Head Millionaire, right now. And for those that might not know or may have heard, I don't know. I'm reading this book Monday through Friday on my show, on my Monday through Friday show from 10:30 to 11-ish. I always say for about 15 minutes, and then we talk about it at the end. Might talk about a couple of things before about 15 minutes of good reading every day. I would suggest that you do this. If you're on that money chase, for real, like, or if you on that wanting money to chase you, because there's a difference. I would highly suggest it. Alright, I got a base. You know what? There's something else I need to do. And I don't know if it's going to work. I honestly don't. Matter of fact, hold on. I need 2 minutes. I'm going to talk to you like you're in the room with me, okay? But I need 2 minutes. I need to go get my laptop because actually I'm nervous that the show is going to crash because it does that sometimes. Like I got one computer up, the mouse on this other computer, the mouse on this computer right here ain't working, so I don't know why, and I don't really have time to figure it out. So, and I'm on this computer right here. That's what it looked like down here. Excuse the mess. I want to talk to you like you're in the room, like you family. You know what I'm saying? Because being a part of my inner circle, my world. If you listen to what I'm saying, I'm gonna treat you like that. I'm gonna keep it with you. But yes, they are lying to us about. This is the Big Money Show, but they lying to us about money. They lying to us about food. They lying to us about our health, fitness. Why we can't lose weight, y'all? I mean, I don't want to go too far off topic, but why other countries they grew up. Grow old, and they don't have the same weight problems that we have in our country, man. It's because the Drug Administration is allowing all these chemicals and all this BS to be put in our food. You know, that's just one example. I got a book on that. It's downstairs in my library. But when it comes to this money, we've been like, I swear to God, we've been hoodwinked. We need to stop trading our time for money. And that I need that to stay on top of your head. Don't let it go over your head. We need to stop trading time for money. Alright, there's other ways to get money other than to trade your time to go and work a 9 to 5 to get money at $10 an hour. Right now, I just had my assistant check and see what the minimum wage here is in Ohio. It's like $9.95. Okay. Cool. Stop trading time for money. You know, I worked a gig. I did kind of horrible. Photography gig. I worked a party. I love doing parties. I love taking pics. If you don't know a little bit about me, I go in. I created a business where I go in. I set up a photo booth in a club or at an event in a house. I've been doing homes too, and I take pictures in the booth on a green screen backdrop, and I snap, take the pic, and then I say, pick out a background. I have a little laptop there handy, pick out a background, choose your background, and I charge $10 a pic, okay? Charge $10 a pic. All right. Do you realize that within an hour, I don't know what the record is. I need to go grab the tissue. My nose running. But within an hour's worth of my time, just photographing. Let me think about how many pictures I can do. I know I can do 20 in an hour. I know I can do 20. But let's say I do 20 in an hour, just for example. I didn't do that last night. I did horrible. But your horrible and my horrible and other people's horrible is all relative to our experiences. Know that. And I don't want to get too far off subject. But I say I do 20 pictures. That's $200 because I charge $10 a pic. All right, minus the expenses and materials and all that. So roughly about $8 $8. But we don't keep it a rounded number, $10 a pic. All right, so that means that my time I can get up to $200 an hour. But you see how most people are trading with time for money. Say that they got a cushy job and it pays a decent job and it pays $10 an hour. In order to catch up with me, hold up. I'm a screen share. If you want to know how to do like these little cool things, hit me on Facebook. I got a Facebook page. It's called NykeDIGITAL. Matter of fact, let me go to it. Just hit me on this page right here. Oh snap! This is it. I think it's the wrong page. I got more than one page. Don't hit me on this one. This is more on my. Yeah, don't hit me on this one. This is more on my that was more on my personal page. Hit me on this one right here. NykeDIGITAL at Gmail. Or you can email me at NykeDIGITAL@gmail.com. I don't really take my emails that much, and that's something I need to get together though. But hold on, let me put this code in. Alright, check it. Don't remember my password. If you about that life, when I say that life, I mean get money or whatever, hit me here, okay? At NykeDIGITAL, especially on online. I got a Monday through Friday little situation. I need to change the flyer out on this. But if you see right here, call this number 1-857-222-0158. Call it around 10:30. Call it at 10:30. We'll be on it. Start at 10:30 to about 11ish. Real quick out, and put this access code in and get in 450717. Okay, that's the way you can talk to me live. It's on the phone. Just call in and listen in. You don't have to say nothing, or you can say something when it's time to say something. It's on you. But yeah, hit me here and friend me if you about that life, and I mean get money around and just change your situation. All right. But let's get back to the calculation. All right, you say I just made 200. I didn't do this last night, but I do average 100 or more when I do these type of events. All right, let's say you get paid $10 an hour. How many hours would it take you? It ain't really hard out math. It's 200 divided by 10. I want to say it's 20 hours. That's how many hours it would take you to catch up with somebody that's doing that. You feel me? That's trading your time. I need you to grasp this. That is what trading your time. That is what trading your time for money is. People have made a living at this for years. But see, I want you to understand where your life is headed. It's like most people, and I don't want to. You don't know what you don't know. Understand that. If you didn't know before, you just didn't know. But if you're paying attention to this now, and you're hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth now you know. So now there's no excuse. Start paying attention to this. It's one thing to grasp what I'm saying and be like, oh snap, and see the light bulb come off. But then it's another to take action. How many of y'all is gonna take action on the words I'm saying? Because this is what's gonna happen. Either you don't. And I don't want this to happen to you. I don't want you to be like working a 9 to 5 and think it's secure, and then it downsides or you get laid off, and then you think back like, oh dang, I should have listened to Nyke. You know what I'm saying? Because that day will come. The way that everything is set up, and look, this is why I keep telling y'all to go ahead. And I know how hard it can be to do something that you're not used to doing. But you got to think about the bigger picture. Do I want to be all right in my future? Because it's just not set up. The way the money game is set up, it's not set up for you to win. The only way you can change that is to change what's up here and start taking action. Start taking action. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it'll be worth it. And you need to balance. You should balance what. You should balance. I just lost my train of thought. I'll be honest with you. But you should balance. I for real forgot what I was supposed to say. But sometimes I get passionate, and I'm for real. I didn't really get my total good sleep last night, so I'm kind of going off of that too. A little bit of holiday. I ain't trying to make excuses. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? But I am asking you to follow me, and I'll push you the best way I can in the best direction that I can. And I'm saying right now, just pay attention to what's going on out here. And the only way that you're gonna actually see what's going on out here is to pay attention to a cat like me, who's out there in the trenches, figuring this ish out. Go ahead and click that link below. You're gonna get on my email list, and I'm gonna hit you almost daily. It might be daily at the rate I'm going. I've been sending them out daily. Just information to keep you informed. This is like, I know for some people this is like drinking water or drinking alcohol for the first time, or working out. Things like doing this is an acquired taste, and after you become accustomed and have a pattern of not checking out these kind of books, whether listening to them on audio or picking them up and reading yourself. I download these mugs on Kindle. I get them in PDF form, but I'm constantly reading them. A mentor friend of mine was saying that this guy that he knows, that he met, told him when he was broke and disgusted, like homeless, sleeping in his van. I mean, this is real life, rags to riches stories that I be telling you about. If you just start checking my videos, man. Google me, Nykel. I'm not saying that to impress you. Google me, Nykel DeShawn, NykeL, NykeL. They call me Nyke sometimes. Type in NykeDIGITAL. Type in that, and you'll start to see videos and stuff pop up. Start watching those other videos, or just skim through them, or just grab the nuggets off of the ones you can. My blogs too, okay? Just start paying attention to that if you about that life, and you'll see that your whole world are starting to like shift a little bit. You'll be able to see things a little bit more clear. It might be cloudy, a little cloudy, but you'll see like a little bit of light coming in. So the message that I'm trying to get across to you, okay? And I hope this computer don't mess up, because I ain't got another one to keep it going. I think the show will be shut down if you don't keep going. But let me act upon what I just was telling you to do. And like I said, I'm gonna speak to you like here with me in the room, okay? Like he was my nephew. Shout out to my nephew though, Young Fame. We recently did a job together because I wanted to show him. He called me I'm looking for work. He might hire, and it's like when I hear that, I'm like, bruh, you got everything you need. Hire yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking drugs, selling drugs or whatever. I'm talking, if you want some money, go set it up. Money is nothing but an idea, okay? Every way to make money, McDonald's, that was somebody's idea. What's another big money thing? I don't know. It's not really nothing that's going to come to my mind except McDonald's. I eat there way too much. Way too much. But any name brand company that you think of that's making a lot of money was somebody's idea. You feel me? And they're getting cake. You could do the same thing. I don't know what you're passionate about, but I would say find something that you're passionate about. Don't really put your mind on let's get money. Let me tell you another story about me, man. Alright, some of y'all may know, some of y'all might not know my history. I didn't have that great of a childhood. I don't even really. If you would think that you would think that I would like talking about this, but I don't. I use my story for the example. Like I probably won't ever go too deep into my childhood or whatever. I try to forget. I just didn't like my childhood. Like I thought it was some bull mess, for real. But the beginning of my adulthood, the beginning of my adulthood went like this. My dad, he pulled me in the room one day. I grew up basically with my stepmom, my stepbrother, my real father. My mom left and moved to California and never came back. Like 2,000 miles away, never came back. She left when I was 7, so I kind of grew up with my stepmom from like age 9 to teenage years. But my dad, he pulled me in the room and he said, me and your stepmom, we don't want you here no more. You got to date, get all your stuff, you got to leave. I mean, that is jacked up. And no matter how you put it, that's jacked up. And me and my dad, we still got our issue. I don't speak to him to this day. Can I be honest? I don't speak to him to this day because I never really got over that. No matter how hard I tried to forgive him, I haven't figured out how to do it. So I couldn't communicate with him because I feel like there was nobody for me to depend on. It's like nobody for me to turn to. Everybody that I did end up, that did end up helping me. It was like people I was meeting on the street. You know what I'm saying? I had to make my family on the street. So at this time, let me just shout out a couple people that's been influential in my life and it's kept me on point. This is the people that after the situation happened. Shout out to Nyke Harris. Shout out to Keisha Thomas. Like those two women, held me down. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is around. It's been other people in between there, but those are two that like stick out. Like if it wasn't for them, like I'd be jacked up out here. But I just want to press a point. Where you can come from. I know there's people that's been in not as bad a situation as being homeless and sleeping in the car. Fortunate enough, I did have a car, and I would just go crash out at a grocery store, try to figure my way out. And I know that some people that might have had it worse. You know what I'm saying? They might have been in physical abuse. I didn't have that much physical abuse. I had a lot of mental abuse. Like I felt like this. Like I feel like this majority of my life. To the point where I still battle with depression, feeling like I'm worthy of having all the things that I want. So it's really affected my adulthood. I guess I just feel like I ain't have a childhood, honestly. I guess that's why I'm a big kick down. You'll see me. I got another show. I got another couple other YouTube channels or whatever that I do. Where I unbox things. Usually when I unbox things, like it's like big kid stuff. Like I like laser lights. I got a swing in the house now. Like if you ever see, I didn't unbox that. I actually made that. But I got a swing in the house. I got this little light up thing because I'm a big kid. I like bright, like neon. I got light up shoelaces. If you go to unboxing Nykel, look that up. You start to see what I'm talking about. Unboxing Nykel. But yeah, I just want to tell you that no matter where you come from, you can do it and fast forward a little bit. Obviously I'm not homeless, but I work a little bit job. One of these little females that I had, I ended up kicking with her. She kind of helped me out, and we got a little apartment together. Start working at Taco Bell. Then after there, I got a little car plant job, which I hated. Hated going there in the morning, working at a hot, sweaty factory, getting barked at by the upper management. You know what I'm saying? Just feeling worthless. But what I did is I started reading this. I started reading these. I started figuring out like what is it that I need to do to get my butt out this plant. You know what I'm saying? You know, what steps did I take to be a success? Because that's what I promised myself. When I was down, I was like, you know, I promised myself that I was going to be successful and die trying. And I wasn't going to do what I saw my father do for 30 years. Because for one, I hate people that say can't, but I'm gonna say it's highly unlikely that you can work at a factory job for 30 years and retire and have all your benefits and all that. Because it almost didn't even happen for my father. He worked at a GM plant and did retire like by the skin of his teeth. He retired from there and got like a little package or whatever, payout for retiring here. But everybody, see, like all the other cats after him got laid off, fired, or was forced into taking a buyout, which was like some punk money compared to you get a big lump sum lottery ticket type money like maybe $30,000-$40,000 for them to kick you out with it, so they can save the rest of their money. But it's like, how quick do you spend that? You can spend that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that bitch is cool, look cool, minus the taxes, because they gonna tax that, but they gonna tax that ad. But at the end of the day, you can spend that in a year. That's not what's taught in school. And that's what I want to tell you. It's not taught in school what these books right here tell you. Or what the Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad book will tell you. And it's just as simple as picking the book up. But I know it's an acquired taste. That's what I was telling you earlier. Like, it's like drinking alcohol. You know, the first time you taste it, you're like, ugh, what the hell? But because you see other people do it, like if enough people did it, then it would be cool. You feel me? But it's like it seems like the people that really read and be on top of their ish, it's like it's a tight knit community, so to speak. But they're out there. It might not. It's just few and far between. Like, you know, it's billions of people on the earth, but it's about 95% of them people, maybe 97, don't do that. And so the 5%, 3% that do, it's hard to find. You feel me? So you got to really seek them out. Now you can find them, and I can tell you right now how to find them. Just go on Facebook or do a YouTube search and start typing in money and start following them cats. That's what I'm doing. Or start plugging into like little systems. You can click my link below, by the way, and I'll plug you into some ways that you can get money on and offline. And you can follow me and learn. If not, just tiptoe your way in. Because like I said, it's an acquired taste. You know, when the first time you start smoking, it was nasty, but why'd you start smoking? I can tell you why I started smoking. Because I was being rebellious. I didn't like what I was going through at home. My dad was like strict as hell. Strict as hell. I had a curfew for prom. I could be home at 12 o'clock. Like, my dad, he was like strict as hell for no reason. Like, 12 o'clock on the dot, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I was in trouble. I just felt like smoking, if it wasn't for that, like, my dad, I don't know, he was just like a stern, like a general. I felt like the only thing I don't know. I started smoking because my friend, he had a black. I remember he was walking down the street, he was smoking a black and loud. And he was like, hey, you want to hit it? I'm like, yeah, I tried it out. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, my dad, he ain't gonna like this, so I'm gonna do it. He ain't gonna like it. Cause you know what I'm saying? I felt like I couldn't do nothing, man. So to all the fathers out there, man, be cool with your kids. Be cool with your kids. Cause you influence that like, either way it go. I took the situation I went through and I tried to flip it around to a positive, but it was some negatives in that situation. And smoking was one of them. Man, I was addicted to blacks. You know, I started smoking blacks heavy. Then after that, it was cigarettes, and that was like one habit. And I knew my dad didn't want me to do it, so that was one habit that I formed out of spite for my dad. Can I be honest? Because I knew he didn't want me to do it, and that was one habit I wish I had to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just be cool with your kids, man. Just be cool with them and teach them this kind of stuff. Let them learn early. Get them into reading books, because I'm noticing now, looking back, things that I was exposed to. Now my mom, even though she moved away, she would tell me. I want to say she the reason why she was like a pen pal to me. She the reason why I think that I got into these. I'm gonna talk to her. I do talk to my mom on the phone. We don't have like the best relationship. It's kind of like a exchange relationship. Just imagine somebody that calls you, and that's the only relationship you had, like your entire life, like through the phone. So it's like it's not really that. She's my mom, and yeah, I love her, but it's like it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But I know she would like send me little audios, and if anything, that it was like some type of course she would be supportive of me getting. And I want to say she bought my first real estate course for me. It was like $200 or $300. And I don't think I told you finished my story. I said I was on the street, and then I came up a little bit, but I started reading these books and getting these courses, and I've studied real estate on how to flip houses, and I taught myself. No degrees, nothing like that. I don't have a degree to this day, no college degree. I did take college, but I never finished. College dropout. But from time to time, I'll just go back and take classes just for GP. Because that's what I'm telling you. School is set up to take your money. A lot of people be like, okay, isn't that pyramid scheme where the person on the top gets the most money and the people down below, they don't get ish? Don't you know that everything is a pyramid scheme? How do you think McDonald's works? The person that owns the freaking franchise, they're the person up top. They get the most money. They don't even show up to work. They hire managers. Managers hire fry makers, cashiers, on down the pipe, down to the crackhead that's sweeping the parking lot, gets a couple dollars. That's the pyramid. Every business is set up like that. So stop thinking that crazy mess, and let's start thinking how to win. Now I don't have all the answers. All I can do is point. I'm a pointer. I'm gonna point down below. Go ahead and click that link. Get on my email list, and I'm gonna hit you with some things you can get into. And it's gonna be more than one opportunity. It's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you things that can give you tips that can save your time, save your money. Tips on maybe just being more happy, because I struggle with that. I still struggle with that. And I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. And you probably can tell by this video, but it's like I'm striving to be my best self, and that's what I want from you. That's what I want from you. I'm striving to be my best self, and that's what I want from you. Happiness. I used to think it was about money all the time. I flipped my first crib. I don't know if I finished the story, but I flipped my first crib at age 23. So 5 years later, being kicked out on the street homeless, I flipped my first crib. I didn't flip it. I actually moved in my first crib. It was a double. I rented out one side, lived in the other. One side paid for the mortgage, so I had tenants. And then I started flipping houses. Man, I got over 40 houses under my belt, man. And I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm saying that to impress upon you that this is powerful, man. And what you do with this is powerful. Don't just take the knowledge. Don't just even take the knowledge. What I'm telling you, don't just take that in and be like, oh, okay, and be jacked up, hyped, like, oh, okay, I see, what's up? And then just sleep on it tomorrow. I want you to take action. Start taking action towards getting what you want out of this life. You can start by coming on my show Monday through Friday and just hopping on there and just pay attention, man. Just start paying attention to what I'm reading. If you don't like to read, I'll read to you. Like, how easy is that? But you should start reading. Saying you should start reading. All right. What's the number to the show? Is at 10:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. That's Eastern. It's 1-857-232-0158. The access code is 450717. If you didn't catch it the first time, just go ahead and rewind, and it'll be right there. Yeah, lock that in your phone, man. Just meet me on the show. I've been doing it for 3 months now, and for the looks of it, I'm gonna keep going. It helps me. I'm helping you. I'm doing it live by helping you. I could just read it by myself. I could trusting my instincts, chapter 9. I could read it to myself, but doing this together, it creates a type of magic. It's helping me become more accountable to helping you, you know. And in return, I'm getting what I need. So it's a give and take. It's a give and take. So just come on and hold that thought. Hold up. All right, look. I'm really naughty about this computer shutdown. For real. If it do shut off for any chance, we about 39 minutes in on the show. If it do cut off, I think that this has been a pretty good show. And I wouldn't be mad at it. However, I'm hoping it don't. And I got a laptop downstairs where I could plug it up and have it sitting on the side. Because if this show accidentally cuts off, then it'll be done. It'll just upload. And I don't know if you know, you can do this for yourself. You can do this show, like a simpler show like this for yourself. You can do it live or you can do it recorded. But if you go to Google and type in Hangouts, you can see on how to create shows like this. I should do a video tutorial on how to do shows like this. If you want me to do a video tutorial, if you want me to do anything, if you have any questions, just go ahead and comment below. If you got any questions for me, comment below. If you want to know how to do these shows, comment below on my YouTube channel. Some of y'all is watching this on my web page, but just click on the YouTube part. It should be down here on the side or whatever. It should be down there somewhere. It should say YouTube. You can click on that and then see the actual YouTube channel. Go ahead and like, subscribe too, by the way, and then comment down below on what you might want me to talk about on the next topic here on out. I'll start paying attention to that because I do pay attention to that. All right, but I've noticed my numbers is getting up. Like the people that's actually viewing my shows, and that's awesome, man. That's why in the beginning I was getting a little emotional because I was looking at where I was and where I am now and where I'm headed. It's an emotional ride. It's an emotional roller coaster. But I just want you to pay attention to where you're at in your life right now and where you want to go. You know, if you don't have a destination in mind of where you go, like firmly fixed in your head where you want to go, or life won't just take you and throw you where you want to go. You feel me? You could change all that. Like, change all that in an instant. Like, right now, you can change that. And you can start picturing where you want your life to be, like, to go. Like, we'll talk. We do that on the show. After the show is over on Monday through Friday, the morning mastermind, I gave you the number. I give it to you again. 1-857-232-0158, 450717. After that show, 450717, the access code. After that show, I take people that's online and we just we start going over our goals. Like I call it the vision. what's known as like a vision board, where we do it on our computer or whatever, where we start putting in images of what we want, the kind of house we want, the kind of car we want to drive, and we just like start mapping out a game plan of what it's going to take to get those items. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's how my show unboxing came about. Because in my intention file, I call it an intention file, it's where I stick all my items. I noticed that things that are in my intention file start to pop up. You know, this was in my intention file. This laser light was in my intention file. Many things that's in my office, like, it's in my intention file. And it's just kind of cool to see that come to fruition. Like, it seems almost like it's magic. But that's what I want from you. I don't want you to just be out here with blinders on, you know, making $10, $12 an hour, thinking like, dang, I want to raise, or making $10, $20 an hour, and then all of a sudden somebody tap you on the shoulder, be like, you know, we gotta lay you off, you know, but in the back of your mind, you know they laying you off so they can hire somebody that's younger, more education, and maybe smarter than you because they just got fresh out of college. You know, I don't want that for you. You know, I want to create financial independence, financial abundance in your life by getting you hit to these kind of things, man. To these books, and giving you tips on how to get there. Giving you tips on how to get there. I was telling nephew the other day, man, we was like working out, we was working together. There's so many ways to make money, like it's ridiculous, man. You just gotta choose one or two. You can't be like me. Can I point out my flaw? I know that there's so many ways to get money, and I get that what's known shiny ball syndrome. That's been my biggest flaw throughout the ages, man. I did real estate, made photography. I did commit to myself that I'm going to go all out with photography and put everything aside. Before real estate, before photography, I was doing real estate. I was doing a little bit of photography. I had my own t-shirt line. I had some mix CDs. I was rapping. I was just doing too much, going all over the place. And my advice to you would be find something and stick it out. Find something and just stick with it until it's profitable and damn near automated. And then switch up. You know, that's been my biggest challenge to this day. You know, I'm being honest with you. It's doing too much. But right now I'm in two different things. The real estate market kind of like peaked off and plateaued. Right now, I think it's a good time to go back in. So I've been learning, getting refresher courses on how to get back in. Like, I know how to flip the house. You know what I'm saying? I done did it a whole lot of times. But tax laws have changed, and the only thing constant is change. Things change, so the market's changed. What people are paying monthly for rent has changed. So I got to get refreshed on what is going on out here in my area and my tax laws for me to get back in. But in the meantime, because I know I'm going back in the meantime, I was taking nephew out because he was saying he needed a job. Hold up. He was saying he needed a job, and I'm like, no, you don't. My uncle, I don't want to sell drugs. You know, and I agree with you. I agree with him on that. You shouldn't sell drugs. But I've been finding jobs like this. And now let me tell you how you can find a job. I don't know who you are or whatever, or what, but if you ever have trouble finding a job, go on Craigslist. It's people hiring all the time. And just, you know, test it out. Test out the waters. I'm not saying every opportunity is gold. You know, some BS out there too. But that's how you learn. That's how you learn. You got to test out the waters a little bit. And learn from people that have been there, done that. So you can learn from me. You can learn from my mistakes. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I made them. So I'm going to share it with you, you know. If you do want to learn how to do real estate and you feel passionate about it, go do that. I wasn't passionate about it. I went in strictly for the money, and that's one thing I would suggest you not do. That's one reason I do like the internet. You can do what you're passionate about on the internet and make money. And I guess I took some notes. I want to make sure I covered this right here. Probably covered all of them already. Uh, but yeah, the internet. I would suggest that you find an internet-based business, and here's why. Versus, you could practically make money out of thin air doing stuff. Period. This is the basic fundamentals of starting a business, and that's what you should know. I mean, I can help you with some of it, but a lot of it too, you still gonna have to go and find out. Business for dummies, business for dummies, or something. Maybe start there. I never read that book, but I would say maybe start there if you're just totally clueless about how to make your own money. But I want you to stop trading time for money. Stop working for $10 an hour. Okay, if you need to do that, I'm not saying quit your job right now. That's what I did though. I'm not saying quit your job. I actually was working at this car plant, and after a few years, I'm like, I don't want no more. You know, started putting cribs. I'm like, I'm cool. I got bumped in with the foreman. So he was like a short person. I'm like, you know, but I got a little cocky too. Don't get in and be cocky with this. You know, life can take that butt right back down. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you stories about that too. Uh, but yeah, whatever you're passionate about, seek to make money with that. I went into real estate just for the money. You know, I was making 3, 4 thousand a house to learn how to do it with no money, using other people's money, and just flipping and collecting money in between the buyer and the seller, but not putting no money with a dollar up as an earnest money deposit, a security deal, because that makes the contract legally binding. You know what I'm saying? Making $1,000 one day. I had a lot of real estate friends that was making 30,000, 40,000, $60,000 one house, one wife. You know what I'm saying? They go on do that month after month after month. Real estate market crashed. Like it took a turn for the worse. In like mid 2000s. Okay, and couldn't do the same things we used to doing. So you just got to be smart and switch it up. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't passionate about it, so I was like, cool. I took my little savings, my earnings, whatever. I bounced out and said, you know, let me find something that I'm passionate about. And it's photography. So I started learning self-taught at that. Self-taught just like real estate, self-taught. That's what I'm trying to impress upon you, not impress you. I'm trying to impress you. Stay. Here's why. There's only so many people in your city. There's only, okay, you rap, okay, you passion, you know what I'm saying? You can still do it. The relative to it, not currently active. So I'm learning how to fix up houses. And then I was telling them, like, man, whether you gonna make your own job or if you gonna work, but don't settle for that 9 to 5. And plus, be accountable. You got those opportunities. You know, make one thing. Somebody, whatever you got to do. But that's another story. I'm talking to you right now. Hey, you know, I do. I do that. That's what I do to get my job. Because jury can test itself. Now, I guess I'm talking to my guys, but females too out there, you test itself. You know, you probably get the job quicker because dude probably looking at you because most handy people are dudes anyway. But I met a female, a handy lady to do floors and install carpet, and that's where I found a job for my nephew. I was at. All right, cool. We're back. We're back. All right, we had some technical difficulties that we cut out. That's what I was actually afraid of. We have about 5 more minutes on the show. I was afraid of that it might do cut out and all. But I think it's still live, it's still recording, whatever. Quickly, dismiss people. People that's about that money, about that life, and but it's about this guy named Anthony Morrison. You know how to make his first videos online. All right, but we're reading from this book. It's called The Hidden Millionaire. This is local. I don't know how many people in your city. You know, maybe 100,000, maybe less. Maybe I should know how many people in my city. I don't know, but I know it's a lot less than 1 billion people, and that's who you can sell to online. What if you got a dollar from a million people? That's $1 million. There's a lot of stuff to sell online. And also, I was saying, like, okay, you don't have to quit your local hustles that you might already be attached to by the brain. I understand that. Sometimes it's hard to get out that hamster wheel circle of life. Yes, I know this from personal experience. I'm dealing with my own ish, coming out, becoming a better person, my own self. Hello. I'm having like major technical difficulties. We only got so much time on the show anyway. Yeah, let me make sure I covered everything I was going to talk about. I was gonna tell you how I got nervous before the show because I seen more people was like actually watching and following the show. Click that link below, subscribe, like, and everything. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I really do. I appreciate y'all for watching the show, tuning in, and all that. Yeah. So I was nervous before the show because the audience is building. I wanted to encourage you. Don't give up. Don't give up on your dream. Like maybe you've been trying to be an entrepreneur, hustler, whatever, for some time now. Don't give up. Do you know that Colonel Sanders, the maker of KFC, was like 6 years old, lost it all, and bounced back from that? Did you know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't give up. Just push towards your goal and never give up. Just sit in your mind right now, I'll never give up. Say it with me. I'll never give up. Say it. I'll never give up. One more time. I'll never give up. Alright, so don't ever give up, okay? When it comes to chasing your dream, alright? I wanted to say building your business online is like building, it's just like building offline. It's just that the potential for profits is 100 times greater, if not 1,000,000 times. Like I was saying, like, okay, say you cut hair or whatever. That's cool, and you earn a living at cutting hair. That's cool because technically you're self-employed, so you cut hair. I don't know how much you cut. I cut my own hair. I'll be effing my hairline up, but I'll be honest, I'm a real dude, man. I be messing my hairline up. I don't like how my hairline go, but I don't know. Maybe I have some type of hair surgery later on. Push my scalp up. I don't know. Just being honest, but yeah, I be kind of cutting it back too far. But it still be looking good though. This part right here be looking good. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. Yeah, my haircut ain't fresh right now, but I'm just saying. And this right here be sexy. The ladies be like, you know, all this. Just be honest. All right, let me keep it. I'm running out of time. All right. All right. Yeah. But if you cut hair, or if you do whatever, cool. But just learn how to take it online. Start learning things on how to take it online. I'll be giving you tips and stuff. Click that link below on how to increase your brand online. You know, just little Facebook tips I can give you on how to snipe. Did you know you can like get to your customers like boom, like get all female customers that like books. Like if you're an author, I want all the female people in my area, all of the female people in the United States only, all the female people in Canada only that like to read books or like to read this type of book. Did you know you can do that on Facebook? I'm gonna do some training on that. But stay posted. Go ahead and click the link below. And if you want to know any of this stuff I'm covering, go ahead and comment below and let me know what stood out to you so I can see that and start working on training for that. Okay. All right. Yeah, I want you to be your better self. I covered that. Because that's what it's about. I'm being my better self. That's why I was getting emotional earlier. I was like about to tear up because I was just thinking about where I'm at now and where I was from and where I'm headed. That's just emotional right now. All right. Videos. I wanted to tell you that it's an easy and inexpensive way. If you're listening to this show, I'm hoping it's not just to see my sexy self, because you know I can be sexy sometimes. But I hope that you're on the show to actually get some nuggets, some knowledge. And with that being said, a nugget, write this down if you have to, is to have something to sell below. Tell them to click, shoot videos like this constantly, and I say daily. Shoot them daily. Comment below that, like, I'm gonna shoot videos daily just because you told me. I'm gonna tell my nephew to do this. He is like hard-headed. I noticed getting this hamster wheel, and you don't want to do the things because you're not used to doing it. But this is what successful people do. You know, get in the habit of switching up to things that actually work. You know, shooting these videos work. I'm shooting a video now. I'm telling you to click the link below. You start shooting your own videos, selling your own products, and start telling your people to click the link below. And have them somewhere to go. Something like a capture page. But we're going to stick to the basics. The first thing, have them somewhere to go that'll lead to the product. But after you get to the lead them to the product, have somewhere to go to they lead to the capture page. So you capture the information. Like you'll see when you click my link below. And here's why. Here's why. So you don't have to constantly have to be fishing out there trying to get bites. You already got them. You already got them. Alright, I'm fishing. I told you click that link below. Really, you mean you click that link below. I got you. You're my fish now. Okay? Now I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna take you home, I'm gonna put you in an aquarium. That's what a lead capture page is. If you click the link below, you see what I'm saying. Because you put in your email, your name, well, I don't know how I got mine set up. Sometimes you could just put in your have it set up so you can capture their email and their name and the email, or you can just set up capture the email. All right, when they give you their email information or the information period, that's you taking them home, that fish home, and now it's in your aquarium. You feel me? So instead of going out there trying to catch that same fish, you got it right here. All right, you got your fish, and then you capture more fish. Boom. You capture more fish. Boom. Now all of a sudden you got a big pool of fish at your home in your aquarium that you can look at, and they provide you with entertainment. Or in real life, my fish provide me with money, possible money. All right, or a fan base. But really, when it comes down to, I'm gonna be honest with you, money. That's why we're in business, right? So why be scared of that? There's products out there available. Also, too, this like a 202 tip, bonus tip. You want to get people that is about your product, because it's like slicing butter. You know what I'm saying? If you're not about money, get the hell off my show. Don't I don't mean to cuss at you. But get off my, don't follow me. You know what I'm saying? I got little things I do for entertainment. I got like that movie guy showing you about watching movies. You can Google that. Like that movie guy, NYKE. Like that movie guy. Google that. That ain't really about making money. That's about watching movies. I got a passion for movies. But if you're on a get money show, I'm assuming that you're about abundance or changing the situation or increasing your hustle, or if you got a current business, taking it to the next level. Cool. You're my type of people. Click that link below. Enter your email. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you tips and bonuses on how to increase your hustle, okay? And increase your brand. I should talk about that next show. I'm running out of time now. I'm over the time. But that's what I want you to do. If you're an entrepreneur, learn how to, and I can show you. If you want to know, if you want training on how to create your own capture page, I'll show you. I'll show you how to create capture pages for free. Just for me, my people that's on my list. I need you to click that link below and comment below that that's what you want from me, okay? And I'll give it to you. All right, but yeah, that once you got them, they're your fish. Then you can feed them. You know what I'm saying? And they'll keep you happy. You know what I'm saying? You can feed them like information, like I'm feeding you. I feed this to my people. Information, keep them happy, and we have a relationship together. You know what I'm saying? But they're my fish. They're my people. They're my leads. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do. Versus every time you go out spending money for radio advertising, spending money for a billboard sign. You know what I'm saying? To people that ain't even in your target. These is your target people. You're targeting certain things. If you want to target people that's cutting hair, that want their hair cut, black people or that want their hair cut, you need to target those people. You can't target people like me. I cut my own hair. So anything you say, I'm not going to want to be in email list, okay? But why do people put advertisement and they do a shotgun blast to the whole community, and it be people like me that hear it? I don't even want to show stuff. I can show you how to target people on Facebook that specifically want what you selling, so it's easy to sell to them. You know, I see rappers, local rappers out here, and they, bro, listen to my music, listen to my tape, blah blah blah. But I don't care. I don't even listen to rap like that. Like mainstream artists, let alone, but shit, you got a book for sale that teach me how to get some money or something. I'll buy that quicker than I'll buy a CD. But if I do buy a CD, it's out of support just to see, you know, another person doing something. Here, bro. You know, I'll buy it. You know, I bought the last couple albums I bought from local artists. I might listen to it like one time and I ain't never listened to it again. I'm just saying I'm not that. I'm not that guy, and there's a lot of people that won't do that because you know a lot of people think from last. I'm not buying. I don't even listen to that. I'm the type of guy like I'll support you. You know what I'm saying? But probably ain't gonna listen to it though. But just something to think about. Let me make sure I got everything, and I know I went over time. I want you to be your better self. That's the whole point of all this stuff I'm doing online. And even when you click the link below, you'll see that I want you to be your better self. And so we can get it together. You know what I'm saying? So we can get it together. I honestly want to see you win just as much as I want to win. Okay? So click that link below. Yeah. Online versus offline. I just want to go ahead and end the show out with this. You can automate. A lot of stuff that I do is automated. I don't have to spend so much time. That's the power of leverage. You can look up 80-20 rule. That'll explain it more than what I can in these like 1 or 2 minutes that I'm going to go more over the show. The 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule. Look that up and know what the 80-20 rule is. Okay? But with the power of the internet, you can leverage a lot of things. I got certain systems set up. I probably annoy the heck out of the people that's on my Nyke graphics fan page. So I got messages that send out just constantly throughout the day that I don't even just automated to go out like a radio or TV, just go out. And I just set it and forget it. With the internet, you can do that. Versus offline, you have to have a physical person there. You got to pay for lights. It's just a lot more overhead. Electricity, gas, materials. It's just a lot more overhead. Your time is more. You know, with online, you can automate a lot more things and get to the money quicker. So that's really what I want to start getting in the direction of internet. But if you got an online business, cool. An offline business, cool. But just know that you get kind of steered more towards the internet. If you cut hair, start training, like giving tips on how other people cut hair and charge for that. Say click the link below. I'll show you how to do this particular type of fade. So, like if you do something special with some special cuts, special lines, like I give you this bonus. I give you some training. You know, spend $10 with me. I give you this special training on how to do this, or how to dye the hair, or how to do this new type of style in the hair. You know, do like something like that. Or if you're an artist, click the link below and get get a copy of my hit single. How you do that for 99 cents, support your homeboy. It's just like going out in the street and saying support me and buy my CD. But the difference is you online saying it to millions of people, and it's automated because just like this show, I did it one more time. I say it and I forget it. Y'all watch it on y'all time. I'm out drinking Kool-Aid. I'm out sleep. I'm at the movies. I'm kicking it with people that make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't worried about it. I done shot the video. Y'all can watch it on y'all time. You feel me? That's what we be going with this versus, hey, bro, chasing all around the city. Hey, bro, you limit yourself. Learn how to leverage 80-20. Look that up. All right, I'm done. That's the basis for today. It's Nykel, DeShawn, NykeDIGITAL. Click that link below. I'm going to holla at you. See you next Sunday.